When your dog looks at you, do you know what they actually see? You probably think they see their owner, their favorite person, maybe their best friend. But the truth is far more extraordinary than that. And when you understand what science has actually found, the way you look at your dog will change completely. Most owners have no idea, which means they are missing something profound, happening right in front of them every single day. Let us start with what your dog really sees when they look at you. 1. You might have heard that cats think you are just a big cat, that they see no difference between you and another member of their colony. But do not make the mistake of thinking the same applies to your dog, because dogs did something cats never did. Over 15,000 years of living alongside humans, dogs evolved an entirely separate set of social behaviors just for us. Scientists call it the human-canine bond, and it is unlike anything else in the animal kingdom. Your dog does not look at you and see a fellow dog. They look at you and see something they have been hardwired across thousands of generations to seek out, trust, and attach to. Not an equal, not a pack member, something closer to a lifeline. Brian Hare, a cognitive scientist at Duke University who has spent his career studying dog cognition, found that dogs have developed a unique ability to read human social cues that even our closest primate relatives cannot match. When you point at something, your dog follows your finger. A chimpanzee does not. A wolf raised by humans does not either. Your dog understands the language of human intention in a way that is almost unsettling, because it means they did not just learn to live around us, they evolved to understand us. And that understanding shapes everything about how your dog sees you every single day. What scientists discovered next about how that bond works inside your dog's brain, we will get to later in this video. And when you hear it, it will hit differently than you expect. 2. Your dog rehearses your return while you are gone. Think about what happens the moment you pick up your keys. Your dog's ears go up. They follow you to the door. Some pace, some whine, some sit and stare at the door long after you have already left. For years, people called this separation anxiety and left it at that. But researchers started asking a different question. What is actually happening inside a dog during those hours alone? What they found was remarkable. Studies tracking dogs left alone showed that their stress hormones spike within minutes of the owner leaving. Their heart rate rises. Their body is in a state of low-level alert. But here is the part that stops most people in their tracks. When researchers played recordings of the owner's voice to dogs left alone, their stress levels dropped almost immediately. Not at the sound of any human voice, specifically at the sound of their owners. And it is not just sound. Your scent does the same thing. A study from Emory University found that when dogs were shown different scents, only one triggered activation in the reward center of the brain. The part of the brain associated with love, pleasure, and positive anticipation. That scent was yours. Not food, not another dog. You. Your dog is not simply waiting for you to come home. They are holding on to you in every way their biology allows until you walk back through that door. And if this is changing the way you see your dog right now, go ahead and hit like and subscribe. We cover what dog behavior actually means, not what we assume it means. Up next is one of the strangest discoveries of all. Your dog may be reading your face more carefully than most people ever do. 3. Your dog reads your face better than most humans do. When you look at another person's face, your eyes naturally drift to the left side of their face first. Scientists call it the left gaze bias. It happens automatically because the right side of the human brain, which processes emotion, controls the left side of the face. And we evolved to read that. Here is what is extraordinary. Your dog does the exact same thing, but only with humans. When researchers showed dogs images of human faces, dog faces and objects, the dogs consistently showed a left gaze bias only for human faces, not for other dogs, not for anything else. They evolved a specifically human-directed way of reading emotion. That is why your dog often knows you are upset before you have said a word or moved a muscle. They are reading micro-expressions in your face with a precision that took thousands of years to develop. And it goes even further. Dogs can distinguish between happy and angry human faces, even in photographs of people they have never met. They know what a human frown means without ever being taught. So the next time your dog pads over to you quietly and rests their head in your lap when you are having a hard day, understand that they did not guess. They read it in your face, processed it in a brain shaped by 15,000 years of paying attention to yours, and made a decision. They chose to come. 4. The direction your dog wags their tail is a complete sentence. Most people assume a wagging tail simply means a happy dog, but scientists discovered something that changes that assumption entirely. It is not just whether a dog wags, it is which direction they wag. When a dog sees something that triggers a positive emotional response, their owner returning home, a familiar friend, something they love, the wag skews to the right. More movement on the right side of the tail. When a dog feels uncertain, anxious, or is facing a stranger that puts them on alert, the wag skews to the left. And here is what makes it even more remarkable. Other dogs can read this. Researchers in Italy found that when dogs were shown videos of other dogs wagging right, they stayed calm and relaxed. When shown dogs wagging left, their own heart rates increased. Their bodies responded to the signal automatically. Your dog has a tail vocabulary that they did not learn. They were born with it, and they are using it every single day. The height of the wag carries meaning too. A tail held high and wagging fast signals confidence and excitement. A tail low and moving slowly can signal submission or appeasement. So your dog is not just wagging at you, they are talking to you. And they have been doing it every single day, waiting for you to listen. There is one final discovery that ties all of this together, and once you hear it, everything else starts to make sense. 5. You are the center of your dog's entire world, and there is a neurochemical reason for that. In 2015, a study published in the journal Science made headlines around the world. Researchers found that when dogs and their owners simply gazed into each other's eyes, both the dog and the human showed a significant rise in oxytocin, the bonding hormone, the same chemical that surges between a mother and her newborn child in the first moments after birth. Let that sit for a moment. Your dog looks at you, and their brain releases the same chemistry that humans use to bond with their babies. And when you look back at them, yours does too. This is not sentiment. This is not pet owners projecting emotions onto animals. This is a documented biological loop. A feedback cycle of bonding that your dog triggers simply by looking at you. And remember what we talked about at the very beginning. How dogs evolved specifically to read human faces, follow human cues, and respond to